So some of you participated in the Easy Living Challenge, and I received some pretty cool arrangements. In this video, I'll show 3 more of them off and point out some of the details. The first one is from Thomas Cheek, who is an instrumentalist and arranger and has a YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Like a few people have done with this extract of music, Thomas has movement in the trombones in the 3rd and 4th beats of bars 1 and 2 for excitement during the longer notes of the melody. He plays with the density of the harmony frequently, going from unisons and spreading to full chords in bars 1, 2, 4 and 5 in the trumpets. Something I notice about Thomas's arrangement is that he is happy to leave the root of the chord to the bass alone, not including the root note in any of the trombones or upper parts. A D altered, a G minor 9, and an E flat 13 sharp 11 amongst others. The ending of Thomas's arrangement is rather dramatic. It has a unison trombone melody before a semiquaver run downwards toward the next A section. The chords in these 2 beats look as if they are all derived from a type of C dominant scale that is close to a half-whole scale, except that it has a flat 6 as well. It's an exciting ending. Next up is David Berger. Yes, that David Berger who transcribed all those Duke Ellington charts and conducted and arranged for the Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra, amongst many other cool projects. David has utilised several parallel harmonies throughout. In bar 1, we have minor ninths in parallel, which resolve to a D7 chord. In bar 4, we have more parallel harmonies, with an added inner movement from the 7th to the 6th degree. In the 7th bar, there are more parallel chords. This time, they are minor 11ths and minor 9th chords voiced in 5ths. In general, David has a quick harmonic rhythm, changing chords on almost every melody note, and sometimes adding a new chord below a melody note. For example, in bar 2, we have a series of descending chords moving in 8th notes, which leads to the A minor in bar 3. There are numerous spicy and exciting moments in David's arrangement, where we end up in places we don't expect. For example, in bar 5, we have an E minor 9, a 7 minor chord instead of the expected 2 chord. And the final chord is a 7-7 chord with a sharp 9th. There are more examples, but in general these moments have voicings with a rich bottom end, which supports the open voicing above, as well as the unexpected sound. The constant or similar structured voicings are a motif, and can be heard clearly as a thematic device in this arrangement. And finally we have Gabriel Cassaro, who has written an interesting arrangement that has quite an orchestral feel to it. There are lots of contrapuntal moments with a variety of textures. Gabriel is a composer, arranger and bass player who lives in Brazil. Gabriel starts the arrangement with a nice thin texture which gradually grows throughout the first 4 bars. One by one, each instrument joins the texture until we get a nice climax at bar 5, with everyone playing the same rhythm. This tension relaxes nicely into a more floating end with more open voicings and harmony, whilst the bass trombone and bass play triplets below. Harmonically, Gabriel opens using the standard chords before switching the expected E-flat 7, 4-7, for an F-sharp 7, a sharp 1-7, which functions as a 5, leading to the sharp 4/2 diminished, B minor 7 flat 5. I like the substitution of suspended chords at the end. It's a nice contrast and sounds very expansive. Gabriel has utilized plenty of counterpoint, and I like the way the new accompanying melodies have their own thematic flavor, which is done with the use of similar rhythms. What did you think of these versions? Have a look at Thomas's, David's and Gabriel's links. They are in the description below. And check out the first challenge video if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to play along, be sure to include the hashtags EasyLiving and Gil Evans Inside Out for when you upload.